JohnJay and Rich. Biggest show in the world is American Idol. Paula Abdul, star of American Idol.
Check this out. Kelly Clarkson, how many #1 songs has Kelly Clarkson had?
She's had, no, at 2, I think is her number. Number 2, album debuts or whatever.
Yeah, this just in. Paula Abdul, 13,000 #1 songs, over 750 million albums worldwide.
She's got more than all of them combined.
That is
Paula
awesome.
Abdul, you're on the air, JohnJay and Rich. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Here's a true fact. Paula Abdul has more #1 songs than all the American Idol winners combined. Huge. Huge. You are a pop diva, is what you are.
No, I'm not.
Hey, how funny is that yesterday we're talking to you, you're getting your hair done, the whole protein thing, and then the first thing Seacrest says starts commenting on your hair.
Which looked lovely last night, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it did look really good. I liked it.
Another cool watch out of Paula Abdul, too.
Armand.
That's very, very cool. So you guys elected not to save Alexis. And I believe Simon said, unless I'm wrong, that this decision was not unanimous.
No, it was unanimous.
Yeah, he said mostly. He said mostly
unanimous. Who wanted to save her?
I'm not allowed to tell.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. I didn't know if we could ask that or not. And can I ask you a question about the beginning of the show?
Yeah.
The group number?
Yeah.
They're not singing that, are they? That's they're singing to a track or something. It looks like they used to be singing and now they're lip syncing.
Well, they do. They have to do a pre-record.
Oh, they do a pre-record now. They didn't used to do that though, right?
I don't know when. That's the only time that there's a pre-record. I don't know when. I don't know if it was since season 1, but it's mandatory because there's just too much. I mean, their brains are filled with it's just crazy.
Yeah, it makes sense with the schedule because then you see after that, then they show the Ford commercial where they got to learn another song.
Yep.
So it sounds like they are just hard grinding the whole time.
Yeah, and then they have to learn their choreography, and then and then it's really hectic on the second night because somebody goes home.
What are you doing right now? Are you in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bed?
I'm in the kitchen feeding my dogs.
Aww, breakfast time.
Do they get people food or do you have dog food?
It's dog food. They use natural balanced dog food because they like it.
What'd you do last night after the show?
I actually was in the studio.
Oh, really?
Oh, you're cutting stuff on the album?
That's why I'm hoarse this morning because it was a long day and then a long night.
Boy, you got energy for days, woman. Never see Paula Abdul slow down. So you're recording more stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. I can't wait for people to hear that. The stuff I've heard that I can't talk about is really good.
Thank you.
I think people will be like, hey, cool, Paula Abdul's back.
Well, when's that start? When does because I don't understand this part of the business. So when do we get a song that we can play on the radio?
I'm hoping you can get one in a couple weeks.
Oh.
There's like a whole plan that has corporate stuff involved. So I'm waiting for that to all be signed off on.
Well, that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah.
And people can download them from, well, you can't say how they can download them yet, right?
Not yet.
Okay. I've heard a little bit about the plan. It's genius. It's nothing like you've heard before. It's not like, here you go. It's totally different, what she's laying out. So now that we are Alexis Grace and Alexis Grace Shy, and we're in the top 10, who are you completely mesmerized by that maybe you didn't see coming before on American Idol?
Well, I've always been mesmerized by Danny and Adam and Matt Gerard.
I love him.
But I'm really excited that Anoop and Chris had a good night. And Michael Sarver is such a likable guy. And he's good.
Yeah, it seems like the guys are pretty strong. And Matt Gerard,
Very.
I liked Matt Gerard, but I didn't know how intense he was when he performed until that Tuesday. He's really good.
I got goosebumps just through the TV with him.
I know. He's really, really good.
Hey, Paul, let me tell you what happened yesterday.
What happened?
Tell me you think this is a big deal. So Fox calls us and says, hey, do you guys want to interview Jorge Nunez? We said, yeah, absolutely. So Jorge calls in, and he's eating. Right? So he's like,
honey, nuts and oats or something.
Let me tell you what. The reason, and at least I got on the show, and he's eating, right? So we said, hey, man, can you mind not eating? He goes, I'm not eating. He said he wasn't eating. So a couple minutes go by, and he's like, finally, Jorge, you're eating. He goes, I know, I'm eating some cereal, some honey nuts and cereal. And he called early. He actually was 5 minutes early. So we rearranged some stuff and went with him early. And then finally, I said, hey, man, I don't know, do they put you through a machine? Like, the Fox people tell you how to do interviews, and, you don't want to eat. It's a little disrespectful. We're trying, and especially when you say you're not eating, when you are eating, everybody can hear it. Everyone was calling in. And he hung up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Jorge hung up on us.
Oh, no.
But you could hear him working the spoon in the bowl. You could hear, and you could hear the cereal going in. You could hear the milk swirling around in his mouth.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it wasn't
so bad.
People could hear it. It wasn't like it was subtle enough that a lot of times you can throw in a piece of food and kind of chew it real quick and then get on the phone and nobody knows what you're doing. But this was so obvious that he was completely devouring a giant bowl of cereal.
Yeah, it was. So here's what's funny, too, is that I for some reason, have the visual. You get off the biggest TV show in the world. Everyone wants to talk to you. They put you through a machine at Fox. Here's how you say yes to people. Here's what you talk to radio people. Here's how you talk to TV people. Here's what you say. Make sure you say it this way. American Idol's on tomorrow night. Kind of like that. And I was like, so are you in a hotel room with people around you? He goes, actually, he was at home.
Yeah, because they fly the kids back home.
Yeah, he was back at home, just a normal person.
Oh, yeah, he's not in the final 10, right?
No, he's not, which is a bummer for Alexis when you think about how close, like you said, hey, this is the beginning for you, and it is, but, man, it's not like if whoever gets kicked out after next week, at least you've got a job for a while, you're going on tour, you experience fame, you experience live performances, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. No, it's very important to make the top 10 because, it's the beginning of at least a year full of activity.
Work.
Yeah, you're working as a singer. If you're in the top 10, that's great.
Yeah.
So while she's performing, and I don't know what you can tell us and what you can't tell us. So she's performing and she's doing Jolene for the second time, and all your chairs are kind of huddled close together, and you guys are talking. Can you give us a touch of the inside of what is being discussed?
We're discussing whether or not we want to use the save card. And also, we're listening to her sing. And the thing is that she's really good, but she wasn't good enough.
Yeah, which is what he said.
She was she was blowing out some, flat notes, and this was hard,
Yeah.
But,
are you eating right now?
What?
Are you eating?
Yeah, I'm trying to imitate.
Yeah.
Is it loud enough? Because
you got to smack the spoon around in the bowl a couple more times to get the Jorge level.
What are you eating?
I took it.
There you go.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that worked. That was good.
I predict 5 wads of chewing gum. That's what that's on.
No, I took a sip of orange juice.
The next time we go see you at American Idol, can we sit in the seats where that girl got hit with the water balloon?
That was so awkward. I felt bad for Ryan.
Yes, I told you each time you come, get one row lower.
It's so interesting, that show is, to me, after having watched it. I don't know a different way to say it. I know it's the biggest show in the world, but there's something about it that still seems sort of intimate. Maybe because it's a little, but you feel like you know everybody better than you would on a different show.
Well, yeah, you do, because you think about it. We started in January, third week of January on air. By now, everyone feels a total connection.
Yeah, that's true.
What's your schedule today, Paula Abdul?
I've got a couple meetings, then back in the studio.
Woo, boy, you're going for it.
And then tomorrow, no meetings, all studio.
Ooh.
Are you going to be in LA?
Saturday, it's a Paula Day.
What happens on Paula Day? That sounds fun.
I get out of the house and I go for a hike, and then I'm going to get my nails done and a facial, and take care of myself. By the end of the week, I feel like a zombie.